Well, that's good. Oh, that's my mobile wobbling, not the keyboard. Well, it seems, as far as I can tell, I think, yes, that's my hand. Well, it seems that my video I did just about 40 minutes ago, I switched it off. Sorry about that. I'm even more sorry because I've been waffling on about all sorts of things. It's now coming up to 6 o'clock and I started off the other video at around about 5:15. So I'll probably have to do some of it all over again, won't I? Okay, let's just pop that there for a moment. Well, what we were going to say was that it's the 22nd of June. We've had our longest day, so we're heading back to the darker days, but we've got a while yet. It's been very hot and humid today, very sticky. It's cloudy at the moment. We have had a bit of sun occasionally. It's quite warm, but there's a strong wind out there. And that's about it really on that side of the story. So I was explaining that I'm not going to be able to do the tunes out of the cabinet for a while unless I can get my eyesight sorted out. Whether that's possible, I don't know until I see the hospital or go to the opticians again. I'm not due for another trip there yet. We'll see what happens. So a lot of the time I'm going to do things from memory, or if I can find music which is large enough print, I'll do it from that. I've got a few tunes listed down here. I was doing earlier something that I've got on my keyboard here which says Latin World, and I was playing the free play brass band, which sounds like this. And that's just me playing with this freestyle brass band that I have. It has got rhythm available if you wanted it, but really it's mainly to do with the intros and the endings. For example, one of the intros would be like this. Sorry, hold on. So that might give you an idea of anyone who's got a keyboard similar to this one, which is the SX920, similar to the Genos 2, so I'm told. It's like its baby sister or brother. Sister probably is the right term. And also we've got on here some really quite nice Latin rhythms that I've been finding. Lounge bossa, what's that like? there we are. That was Wave. Have played it before. I try not to repeat tunes over and over again if I can help it, but it just happened to come into my head. Played slightly differently to how I might do it on other occasions, because I was always told that I never played anything the same twice. So other members of the band always kept telling me, and other musicians never quite knew what I was going to come out with, including mistakes or strange improvisations. So that was Lounge Bossa at 128. Oh, I can just about see that on my screen. So anyway, what I was going to do was play a few tunes from my piece of paper that I've got written out here. Like I've got something called, let's just clear this off my screen and come back to my user one where I've got, that's interesting. I wonder what that is. Can I just check something? I just don't know why I've got that at the moment. It says something, just the word something. Obviously I had put that in at some stage or other. I can't remember why. Let's try going back to my normal sounds, hopefully they're normal. Let me just do a quick check. That organ bothers me at times. There are some great organ sounds on this keyboard. I really must get around to playing some of them. They're absolutely brilliant. But anyway, this is my own setup of music instruments that I have played in the past on my Tyros. I've now converted it onto here. Still needs a bit of a tweak here and there, but we're getting there. So what have I got here? Okay, we'll try this. It says in key of C. I wish I didn't have so much stuff written down in C. That is exactly not right. Hold on. What have I got there going on? That won't clear. Hold on. Try that. More or less right sound. Don't know what happened there, but when you're trying to enter stuff from a USB and then into the user, you're going to give it a title. I've got Foxtrot hyphen Lionel 2 at the moment, because I'm still experimenting with various sounds on here. So let's see what we got. Okay, here we go. didn't mean to do that ending, but I hit the wrong button, which is still happening occasionally on this keyboard. The colours are not as clear to me at the moment. They're blue on black, and a few yellow ones that come up are always orange. I'm slightly colourblind, by the way. I've always had to tell people that I have got red-green difficulties. I can tell colours only by what I've learnt over the years. For example, I've been told ever since I was a baby that grass is green. So if I see grass, I expect it to be green. So if somebody was to say, what colour is that grass? I'd say green. But my eyes are probably seeing it slightly different to anyone else's. Anyway, right, so that was I Only Want to Be With You. Oh, how about this? I did this earlier when my video didn't come out. Dancing on the Ceiling. Let's just change my sound around slightly. Take that off because it's too much. Check it out. Yep, that's gone. All right. Okay. Dancing on the Ceiling. Oh, another tune in C. dancing on the ceiling. I cheated a little bit. I'm going to tell you that I did play it in the key of C all the way through, except that I used my transpose button with one little tiny blip up. I don't usually like using it for a very good reason, and that is, just check, yep, it's gone back. It's because when I took my grade exams as a kid, I was told that I had perfect pitch, and using the transpose button does things to me. If I look at my fingers and I look at the keys, I know which sound it should make. So if I'm still playing with my fingers in the correct position for that key, and then I change it with the transposer, my brain goes completely haywire. And my pitch starts to go out. So it does things to me. I can't explain it, but it means that I'm everlasting in my brain. I'm trying to correct something which I know is wrong, because it's the keyboard that's playing something wrong. So, for example, if I play a C normal, press the transpose, one up, another one up. So if I go, I'm playing in the key of C, but that keyboard, the keyboard isn't any longer. I've forgotten now how many steps I went up. For example, if I go back to C and go 2 steps up, hold on, let's go back to normal. Right, hear that sound. That's it, right. And I'm now beginning to get phased out because I know something's not right. My finger's in the wrong place for the key that I can hear in. So that's what happens with me. So I don't like using the transpose button too much because it does throw a wobbly in me. Enough for that old rubbish I'm telling you about. What else can we do? Well, I don't know really. I did, oh yes, the complete organ player book one. For the last couple of weeks I'd forgotten all about the fact I was running through from the beginning to the end of this book 1, and I had got to playing Love Me Tender and got as far as going to play Blowing in the Wind and forgot all about the book whilst I was getting more used to this keyboard. So let me just make sure that everything's in order here. Okay, right. Right, press that, right, just make sure. Yeah, okay. So we've got a the next tune still using only 3 chords, the F and the C and the G7, or in my case it's C6, G6, F6 and G7, because I play organ wise, because that's the way I learned to play on keyboards as well, because I've changed it to the setting where you're using all your fingers. Anyway, so Blowing in the Wind, an easy enough tune to play for anyone. It's in the key of C, it's in 4/4 time. It's written by Bob Dylan. I had to go up close to read that. The reason I can read this piece of music is because it's in large print, much bigger than normal, as you will see. If I just hold it up, you see it's a lot bigger, so it's easier for me to see, whereas other pieces of music is getting so difficult to read anymore. Anyway, right, so the tune is easy enough. I'm gonna play it at probably the, stop pressing that button, Lionel. I'm gonna play it at 106. I shall play that. So it goes like this. Now, where did we get that sound from? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Blowing in the Wind, and the second time round I played it slightly differently to what's on the page, because as with any piece of music you can improvise and do other things with it, and some extra chords included. We'll bring you another one for next week, and we'll try and keep this little book going until the end, and then we get on to book 2. And there's a lot to learn with these particular keyboard books, and hope it keeps you entertained. What we're going to do to finish up with, I'm not going to do what I played earlier. It's all sort of gone through. I will do it eventually. What didn't work earlier today or this afternoon, I'll ignore and just do it again, sort of. Everything's mostly done off the top of my head. It's unrehearsed, as it says, so that's the way it goes with me. What else we got here? If I press a few buttons, we've got a lovely shuffle. whatever that is. Rhythm and blues. Gospel ballad. Pub piano. Yes, a pub piano sound. Yes, okay, I think I'll do this. There you are. My old man said, follow the van. And with that, I shall depart. That was done in the key of F. So that was pub piano in rhythm and blues and oldies. I like that sound. It's interesting. Threw me at the beginning because I wasn't quite expecting it quite so pubby. Yes, interesting. I might find something else to do with that one. Okay, right. I'm going to say goodbye to you all. I'm going to get up from here, off my perch, and just say the usual. Do your likes and the shares and the subscribes on Facebook, especially on YouTube. The subscribes and the shares, because I'm still hoping one day to get to 2,000 subscribers. It's way down at the moment. It's only 1,057, and it's going up very, very slowly, if at all. I lose a few. Some of you don't stay with me, I know, and sometimes I believe YouTube throws some of you out for some reason, so I'm told, and you'll have to resubscribe again. Anyway, enough of that. I shall go around the back here and press the end, where it says finish, and hope this time it did record. Oh, can I see my hand? Yes. Oh, look at that. Bye, everyone. Bye. I don't know what's happening. Okay, finish. That went a bit wrong at the end there. Bye again. Oh, if you like, you can have a quick look at the keyboard. Yeah, I'll scan across. There we are. It's still there. And with that, you can see all the various buttons and the screen with various things to press. How about if I do exit and just see my colour screen, got a light shining from somewhere on it. Yeah, you can see there's things you can do, touch here and there and goodness knows where. Anyway, okay, we'll say goodbye again. Bye for now.